Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate to Daemonhunters. In the last episode, the Supreme Grandmaster of the Grey Knights decided to join us, and it looks like we have another mission to take on here. It looks like we have to move towards the Nexus here, but first let me go ahead and thank the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. Thank you guys for that channel member support. I really do appreciate it. Helps me keep up with my Warhammer hobby. Anyways, let's roll right into this mission. We can get some tier 2 power armor, tier 1 grenades, tier 1 force sword, and a tier 2 storm bolter. Inquisitor Vakir must survive. We get 5 requisition and -5 corruption if we succeed. Okay. Oh, okay, that was the end of the mission. I think we will take this storm bolter here. Let's see here, the armor. Tier 1 grenades. I think these are better than our current grenades. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Yeah, we have a lot of wounds here. We did get some upgrades though. Storm upgraded. God, he got a lot of XP in that one. All right, let's go ahead and promote the Justicar here. There's some coughing for you guys. Crushing charge. Range attack. The hammer hand ability seems like a good choice here. It's a guaranteed crit, so I think crit damage is a good way to go with it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and lock that up there. He's gonna have some light wounds there. Gonna be wounded for a day. All right, Purgator Rugen. Let's see what we want to do with you. Let's see. This is the Silencer Discipline up here. You use the Psy Cannon, so Psychic Onslaught Discipline. Yeah, gains 1 area would be good. Ooh, 50% chance to reload automatically. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. We could go like this here and then pick that up in the next one. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that there. That's a pretty powerful ability. All right, and then we will promote Storm here. I thought we were gonna have to play another mission immediately. Sorry. Let's see. 50% chance to gain +1 AP. Gain 2 crit damage. That's pretty strong as well. You could also give him some increased let's see. Give him some increased crit damage here. And then we can also give him some crit chance. Or we could go willpower. How much willpower does he have? He only has 5. I'd like to increase that to 7, yeah. So he can... oh, he's wounded for 22 days, though. That is rough. All right, we'll go and confirm those promotions.
The astropathic choirs scream. The Inquisitor's interference has kindled this bloom, causing it to spread with a virulence previously unseen.
Our astropaths have augured entirely new strains taking root, different from the putrid phage we've seen before.
Objection. We are not equipped for a protracted campaign.
I have already requisitioned further support from Grandmaster Kai. In the meantime, we are the only force in the region capable of contending with this threat. As for our companion...
Inquisitor Vakir is meditating within the Libris.
Hiding, more like.
Perhaps you would both benefit from a moment in the contemplation chamber.
If you would give me leave, Commander, I would attend to our Inquisitor personally.
Lynette there wanting to banish us there. All right, I've expanded the star map accordingly. Oh dear lord. That looks great. We have even more systems to cover.
Commander, Dominus, Purifier. Ah, the things I've learned.
Order is eroding, Inquisitor, yet you sound ecstatic.
You misread me, Knight. What we did was necessary. I am simply eager to move forward.
Forward, we face the destruction of this sector.
That conclusion is uncertain.
Yes, exactly. Listen to the venerable tech priest. We can't waste time lamenting a few minor setbacks.
Setbacks? Do you have any idea what your—
What our intrusion did was awaken the bloom's germinating seeds. While this may have had the side effect of activating new strains of the bloom, we have disrupted the plague god's plans.
Pure speculation. You exalt your carelessness as a triumph.
This conversation vector is unproductive.
I will speak more directly then, for the warriors among us. Your Grandmaster Kai had it right in one respect. The bloom is quite similar to other plagues of Nurgle we've encountered. What is unique is the vector through which it spreads.
And that is?
Reapers. Powerful demons. Incubated within the heart of that craft world. Each possesses a unique seed of immeasurable foulness. A prime seed, which carries a unique strain of the virus. The warp energy required to properly birth such demonic force into our space would be massive, but my intervention disturbed them before they were fully mature. That leaves them vulnerable.
How can you be so certain?
When I touched the Infinity Circuit, its avatar stirred for a moment, sharing a crucial insight. These Reapers can travel the arcane networks of the Aldari to spread this plague to different solar systems. We have already seen the results. Once a Reaper seeds a planet, the bloom festers and grows until our prognosticars detect its presence. Often too late for us to effectively intervene.
Contention. Bloom activity appears localized. Why would they not spread to all corners of the galaxy?
You make an excellent point, Dominus. I do not believe spreading this virus is the final goal. The Avatar spoke of the Morbus, an event of apocalyptic implications. 5 Reapers to open 5 charred gates. Then the Morbus will come.
And you would have us trust this Xenos delusion?
The Avatar was weak but uncorrupted. Revenge is a motive crossing all genetic boundaries.
You have a point. I suppose you also have a plan.
Yes. Destroy the 5 Reapers. Without them, the bloom cannot spread.
Challenge. The Baleful Edict cannot travel the Aldari webway.
No, we cannot. I will need a tool to track them by their sickly psychic stench.
Impractical. We possess no artifact capable of detecting such profane spiritual resonance.
Are you so certain? A shard of Wraithbone. Pried from the Infinity Circuit that incubated the very evil we now face. I can bind the bloom seeds to this vessel and hunt the foul Reapers by their psychic scent.
Corrupt energies, Xenoarchaeotech. Inquisitor, you stand on the precipice of heresy.
We stand on the precipice of victory, Ektar. Would you honestly prefer we defy the direct orders of your chapter lord?
No, but I will be watching you, human.
Spare me your preening, knight. Once I forge this tool, Codex Toxicus, will fall upon these Reapers with the wrath of the God Emperor himself.
The Inquisitor appears to be walking a very, very narrow line here. She is, we'll call it not being the smartest here, but we can go ahead and go to the research menu and see what is going on here. It looks like we're still researching some stuff there. But now we have some new seed types. Necrosis seeds, Mortis seeds, Dolorous seeds, and Tentaris seeds. Interesting. Along with the Poxus seeds we already know and love. We'll talk to the Inquisitor
Can I
here.
help you, Commander? We have our work cut out for us. Whatever it is, I believe it is dire. No, I believe that I can stop this Morbus. Trust me or not, I serve the Imperium, same as you. My soul remains firm and always will. All right, give me a moment to scry my own memories. Hush.
As always, if you need to pause to read, go ahead and do so. I just want to go through all the voice lines so they're in the videos.
I said silence. Yes, I have encountered that creature before. All right. The war against the Bloom goes well. Yes, let us not... Enough for now.
All right, that is all
Bloom fest.
the voice lines there. Let's talk to Lynette here. Let's first of all check the ship's status. What are we working on right now? We are working on the enhanced augmetics, the surgical unit here. Yeah, we definitely need to work on the regeneration unit too as well, because we seem to get wounded quite a bit. That's going to finish in 8 days, though. All right, let's talk to Lynette.
The edicts of machine spirits are silent. I await your input. Since her return from the craft world, she has not left the Libris. Emotional need for validation is for the unaugmented.
I personally think the Inquisitor is
Parameters updated.
starting to be corrupted by the vanity of solving this mystery and defeating the Plague God.
I have memory fragments of Kaldor as a mere Justicar.
That's funny. Galdor as the Justicar.
I observed then that he was exceptional, even among the Grey Knights. Kaldor was one for handling a threat personally, often eschewing his faithful brothers in defiance of logic. Proceed. All praise
All
to the
right,
machine
that is
god.
all there. Let's go ahead and talk to Hector.
Yes, Commander. Let us commune to defeat our foe. We are burdened with a grave duty, Commander. What has that Emperor-damned Inquisitor unleashed? Yes, and now all our strength will be necessary to extinguish this contagion.
Especially with the way I play.
Yes. Yes, we have been honored by Lord Drago's presence. Kaldor Drago vanquished a demon prince when he was a mere battle brother, and the prince cursed him in retribution. What you have heard is no exaggeration, but the truth. It is nigh impossible to slay Nurgle's favored. No, that was the demon prince who cursed our lord back at the very start of his career. Yes, if you like. I envy our brothers.
All right, there we go. Let's go and check out the armory here. Oh, okay. We have no requisition available, unfortunately. Let's go and check out the barracks, though. Let's see here. Let's go to Storm here and see what kind of bolter he's rocking. I think he is rocking a tier 1 still. Let's go ahead and up him to a tier 2. Maybe we should give it to the Justicar, though. Storm is pretty powerful already. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give it to Justicar Islanthus here. Give him that right there. What does this do? 10% crit. Research required, though. All right, yeah, weapon gains +2 range and is going to do 5 damage. Yeah, we'll give that to the Justicar. We need to get his willpower to be higher. And we definitely need to start working on that for him. Let's see here. We did get some armor, though. Let's go see who we can stick that on. I believe we got some armor. Yeah, we got some tier 2 armor. Storm is still equipped with the base armor there, so let's go ahead and equip him with this. Oh, he's gonna get an extra passive equipment slot. Nice. Very good. All right. Anyone else need any good armor here? Let's go ahead and check out what Thule is rocking here. That's going to give him some more HP, though. That'll be good. All right, and let's check out what Rugen is rocking. That's going to give him more health. So I think we will do that. Yeah, that looks good to me. All right. Any psi cannons we need to switch over to here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Very nice. All right. Let's go ahead and head back to the Stratageum here. All right. We do have prognosticars attuned here. We could attune another prognosticar over here. This would give us a better coverage of the system as a whole. That would probably be the ideal location there. That would give us coverage on 6 worlds there. We do have some more down here though. Some of these are already laced with corruption pretty bad. Yeah. Looks like we have different worlds for different seeds. Interesting. Let's go ahead and drop it right here though, I think. That would help the most. All right. Oh, we don't have any prognosticars to attune, unfortunately. Yeah, looks like we have 0 prognosticars. We need to get some prognosticars because we can drop one there and we can drop one here, and that would help out a bunch. Yeah. Oh no, that's not exactly an ideal spot actually. Probably here would be better. And then we could drop another one like down here or something like that. But yeah. Or one right there would also be very good. And one there. Yeah, that would give us a lot of coverage. All right, let's go ahead and travel towards a central system. Getting crippled by the a little bit of analysis paralysis there, guys. Day 213, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and advance some time here. Construction's gonna finish in a few days there, and these guys will be healed all the way fully in 17 days. All right, let's start a new ship project here. What do we want to do? We could upgrade the power unit. We could upgrade the production of servitors. Can't get this. Okay, we need the improved reactor output 3. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, there we go. Very nice. Advance some time here. All right, purity seals, new use for seeds. Okay. Craft world, the use for bloom seeds. Brother Ekdar has begrudgingly agreed to smelt them in the fires of purity until they turn to ash, but rather than casting the cinders into the aether, I will use them to create sanctified ink that can be used to write holy psalms. Okay. Interesting. What is up with the purity seals then? I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. Let's go and advance some time here. Should get another bloom spawn here. Oh, cutscene.
New mutations. The threat is magnified, Inquisitor.
I grow weary of your self-righteousness, Ektar. Ah, Commander. As predicted, the bloom is mutating. New and potent strains now plague the sector.
5 distinct strains.
We have already encountered the bloom I've called Poxus, the strain of disease. The infected do not perish, but are cursed with a blight that molders even into their minds. This one I name Mortis, the strain of death. This noxious mutation annihilates entire populations before tearing the dead from their graves. Here is the bloom Necrosis, the strain of decay. It binds itself to all things living and mechanical, rotting all it touches. Here we have the bloom Dolorous, the strain of agony. It emits a compound that inflicts hysterical delusions and nightmarish torment on its sufferers. Last and most insidious, the Bloom Tentaris, the strain of growth. This malady corrupts the purity of the human form with powerful mutations. A corrupt gift from the Plague God.
Your taxonomy has been enlightening, Inquisitor, but the bloom continues to spread as we dither in details. We must respond at once.
All right, we got some new bloom activity here.
It's intact for further study.
Okay, let's see here. We can head up here. We really need some servitors and some requisition points. Extract 3 seeds. Interesting. It's threat level low there. Could head over to this one here. These are apparently the worst ones. Protect the sanctified servitors. Those missions kind of suck, I'll be honest with you. This one is medium threat. I would like to attune a prognosticar here before doing anything else there. Win the mission without using willpower. Okay, I guess we know which one we're doing then. Let's go ahead and head over here to this one. We're doing the red boy first. All right, we have finished improved reactor output. Let's go ahead and get another prognosticar. Yep, it's going to take 18 days there. But we can now get 20% ship speed, and we can completely prevent warp storm risks after we finish that research there. Let's go and finish traveling to the world here. Let's see what system this is. This planet looks cool. Ventrix. Bloom corruption level 0. Extract 3 seeds is the glorious deed. I think we can accomplish that here. Tier 2 Stormbolter, Tier 2 Force Sword, Tier 2 Power Armor, and Tier 1 Servo Skull. Okay. Very interesting. Do we have any Servo Skulls in the... Okay, we do have some Servo Skulls. Extract seeds. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip that as his passive there. I think one of the... Actually, hold on. Let's keep his grenade here. Okay, yeah, let's keep the frag grenade equipped. I think one of our knights has the ability to equip... I think it was Rugen has the ability to equip a secondary passive war gear slot. No, it is going to take that away from him. All right, well, Rugen won't have grenades now. That's okay. We do need it to extract the seeds. It is quite useful indeed. All right, we are going to enter the Ventrix system here and deploy on the planet. And we are going to take the glorious deed. That's never gone wrong for me before. All of our knights are healed up to full, it looks like. Let's go for it, boys. Hopefully this mission goes a little bit better than the last one, though, for us.
Appears to be the heart of a hive world dockyard. Is it possible our prognosticators were mistaken?
Have some faith, Purifier. What better place is there than a busy transport hub to spread a mass infection?
You may have a point, Inquisitor. Brothers, seek for signs of the bloom and destroy any obstacle you find.
Wow, that one's really far away. There's the second one there. And the third one we cannot see yet. So there should be multiple seed carriers here. This one looks fairly straightforward, though. just come along here, follow along the bridge, and fight these 2 patrols here. All we have to do is extract 3 seeds, though. So every seed carrier we see, we're gonna need to do a seed extraction on, and that will be either with the melee weapons or will be with the servo skull.
Let the hunt continue.
All right, we got our first patrol right up here.
Standing ready.
Let's go ahead and move up Ghoul there,
My blade
and we will move up Storm up to here.
will be done.
We're pretty far away, so we should be okay here. Should be good to move up Iolanthus here as well, and move up the other 2 Purgators.
Yes.
All right, 15% on the warp surge meter is going to be the what it's going to be rising here. Looks like one of them moved into a building there. All right, let's go ahead and turn here. Actually, we can stay on this side here. If we move up to there, that's definitely going to detect the patrol. So I'd like to get everyone. Oh, that's going to detect the patrol anyways. Like I said before, guys, bumbling idiot. Nothing but blind luck. Cultist is going to set up the overwatch there.
Enemy sighted.
So we don't really want to go that way. We don't have any seed carriers in this one, so we can kind of kill them with impunity. Let's go ahead and teleport Storm into the middle here, and let's actually go for a teleport strike here. And that will get a kill on the guy holding the overwatch. Very nice. And he can kill this one here as well. There we go. And he can come over here and take out this guy as well. Man, Storm is a badass, dude. Can he shoot this? Oh man. Storm is cleaning house right now. Good lord. All right, let's go ahead and push up Thule here. But before we finish that guy off, let's go ahead and bring up Iolanthus and the other Purgator, Rugen with his little servo skull buddy there. Let's go ahead and bring him up as well. Bring him up with 1 action point remaining, just in case this doesn't finish this guy off.
What is your will?
But Duel is going to be enough to finish this guy off anyways. Very nice indeed.
This battle is in your command.
All right, we have refreshed the action points here. That patrol is right there, so we don't want to move up to the maximum of the range here. Don't want to detect that patrol immediately. Gonna move up the Justicar here.
Unleash me.
Move up Storm. And then we will move up the Purgator Thule. Should be a pretty quick mission, I would assume. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move you up to there. Still hasn't detected them, so we can bring everybody else up here
At your service. Moving now.
and put him into cover there. Okay, we have detected the patrol. Looks like we got a little tank guy and then a plague marine. Not too bad. There's the seed carrier there, though. All right. Can we hit him with the servo skull? We can. All right, let's extract the seed there. Very nice. We have extracted 1 seed there. I think that's the only use we can get out of that, but I'm not exactly sure. We can't really do anything else with them there. Let's go ahead and push Justicar Iolanthus up here in order to take some cover. We might be able to blast this guy off the map, but I don't think so. We can hit both of them, so could throw a grenade there. Let's go ahead and hang on to that idea there. We can teleport strike the tank. Oh no, not quite enough teleport range, but we could get right up to it. That would put Storm in kind of a vulnerable position, though. Let's go ahead and just run him into cover there. We could have Storm throw his grenade, though. I don't think that would blast the guy off the map, though. Could have him shoot this guy as well. Oh, no, we can't because he's behind cover. Son of a bitch. All right, well, we could teleport strike it. And then hit Storm with a warp charge. We could warp charge this. That would take off more armor here. I'd like to finish this thing off this turn. Yeah, I think we will go for this here. All right, that is some pretty damn good damage there. We can honor the chapter here, and we can warp charge it. I think we're gonna go for that. God, that looks sick. All right, let's go ahead and bring up Rugen here. And let's bring up Thule. Very nice. All right, well, Thule can shoot that guy. Rugen can shoot him as well. Gonna do a lot of damage to him, actually. Yeah, tons of damage there. And we're gonna get supporting fire with Storm. Very nice. Now Storm has plenty of action points to finish this guy off. We won't need to use a force strike or anything like that. We can stun him as an extra effect there. All right, he is not stunned quite yet. We can't kill him though. Very nice. It's gonna give everybody their action points back. Let's see, where is the other seed carrier? Inside of there. All right, let's go ahead and push everybody up here.
Yes, sir.
That might have been a bit too far forward. That's okay. Go ahead and bring Storm up as well. We need to catch these two boys up here for sure. All right, so we have to extract 3 seeds though. That is my only worry. How are we gonna extract 3 seeds? There's only one more patrol here. I'm really hoping there's a 2 seed carriers in this last patrol. All right, they're gonna be heading back up the stairs there. All right, we gotta extract 1 more seed. Okay, extract all the seeds. So I guess there's just 2 seeds then. Okay, that's perfect. All right, let's put you there, Storm. Let's bring Iolanthus here. Iolanthus doesn't have the movement of the other Marines, which is okay. Perfectly fine for me. We are going to get a warp surge next turn, though. Maybe I should not have warp charged the honor the chapter ability there. Could have avoided a warp surge, I think. All right, they're going to be moving towards this door here, though. And we are going to get a warp surge here. Let's see what the effect is. Grandfather's Curse. All units suffer -1 willpower for the remainder of the mission. Not too bad at all, actually. Yeah, not bad. Let's get the let's get the 2 purgatories lined up here on the door, and then let's kick it down with Mr. Iolanthus here. Boom. It's fucking epic, man. Okay, that's a tank and a plague marine. They are gonna get a chance to move here. All right, we need to extract all the seeds. That's going to be Overwatch there. It's actually not super effective here. All right, let's take Rugen here and extract the seed.
Well done, my brother.
There we go.
However, the plague god's minions converge on your location. Hold your ground until
All right, we're going to get a warp surge there, or a chaos gate opening there next turn, and we're going to get one over here as well. So we definitely need to move inside the building here. We need to knock this guy out of Overwatch here. We can't really move in here. We can move Rugen right here, though. There we go. That is going to activate the Overwatch there on that guy. We can go ahead and push up. Actually, we can probably throw a grenade from here. Yeah, that will knock that guy out of Overwatch. And destroy every piece of cover in the room, apparently. Good fucking lord. Where do we get our grenades from? Holy shit. All right, let's go ahead and push up here. Iolanthus. We can finish off this Plague Marine here. Very nice. All right, let's do some damage to this fucking thing here. We need Storm to come strip the armor, though. Let's see here. Islanthus is out of action points. We could go for the teleport strike once again. Yeah, I think we will do that. We don't need to warp charge it, I don't think, because he'll have 2 action points here. And oh, got another patrol there. That's great. Let's go ahead and hit it again here. And we get a crit. Wow, very nice. All right, we can go ahead and push in the rest of the Marines here and take cover here. There isn't a ton of cover here. Let's go ahead and flip the view here. You can set up Rugen here on an Overwatch just in case. There we go.
Bolter trained and ready.
Now, Islanthus is still out of action points. This patrol may break through this door this next turn, so we would definitely want to be in cover from that. Put Thule there, and we can bring Storm right here. All right, yeah, they are gonna go ahead and push towards us here. We only have to hold for 1 more turn though, so this should be pretty good here. Yep, we got a cultist and a tank here, and they're all gonna be stacked up together. That is a perfect target for Thule there to hit him with a scatter shot. 2 more Plague Marines, no big deal. The tank is my biggest worry right now. Bloom is gonna rise here. All right, we gotta hold for 2 more turns here.
Your command?
So we can push in towards these guys here. Let's go ahead and move Rugen there. All right, let's see here.
Yes, Commander.
All right, Thule can hit them all with a scatter shot. Let's try to line that up effectively. Should be about right there, hopefully. All right, scatter shot them up, Thule. That's gonna strip the armor. Strip the armor off the tank and kill the other 2 there.
Sanctify my rounds.
All right, Rugen, light that fucking thing up.
For Titan.
And the supporting fire there goes ahead and clears it out. Let's set up an Overwatch here with Justicar Islanthus. Let's set it up like that, as far over to the right as we can, while still covering as much area as we can. That should catch them, maybe. And we'll go ahead and bring Storm back here and do the same thing. And we'll get a little cross Overwatch going. Very nice. That is gonna trigger the next turn. Let's see if this guy just walks right into it. He is gonna walk into Storms at least. And Islanthus is. Looks like he's gonna set up. Oh, hazard spray. Okay, that's not exactly ideal. Immune. We're both immune. Very nice. He's not gonna walk into the Overwatch there. He's gonna walk around, and he's gonna shoot Storm. That's okay. Just light wounds there. The tank back there is going to be going for a bombardment here. So I think we'll kill this 1 Plague Marine, and then we'll go ahead and fall back here. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this Plague Marine in the face, Storm. Take him down. Nice. All right, Storm. We are going to take a Plague there, unless we teleport you out. Very sneaky there. All right, and Islanthus can't really move without taking some damage, but that is okay. We can move him back to here. He's immune though. Very nice. And we can set up Overwatch on this door here. And we're gonna have Rugen here as well to set up another Overwatch. We can have Rugen in full cover here as well. Nice. Set up another cross Overwatch on that doorway.
At once, Commander.
Could even have Storm push back up here and set up a fucking 3rd Overwatch on this door. But I think we'll just move him up here into full cover. Could set up another Overwatch with him, I think, but no, we can't. We don't have the movement for it. And we can bring Duel up here into cover as well. All right. let's go ahead and end the turn here. See what happens. There goes the bombardment. Not much happening there. He's going to shoot at Rugen here, but it's not going to do very much damage as he is in full cover. Rugen's going to get the return shot. Very nice indeed.
Barely a scratch.
He is going to worm his way in there. Let's see if this guy shoots. Nope, he's going to set up Overwatch. But that's the end of the mission there. All right, very nice, guys. Another clean victory in the books there, although they are few and far between with the way that I play this game. I'm trying to get better, though. If you guys do have any tips, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. That does help out a bunch. And we will see what kind of rewards we get for this mission. I really need to spend some of the requisition on getting better equipment for sure. We did get 4 requisition there, and we're gonna get 1 for the mission as well. All right, let's go and see what we got here. This weapon gains 1 ammo. That's pretty good. Ooh, +1 move speed is pretty damn good. All right, let's go ahead and grab that. That's a terrible Servo Skull. This is a tier 2 bolter here. +1 move speed is insane. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, we'll just take that and we'll save the rest of the requisition. Let's see who's getting some upgrades here today. Oh, nobody's gonna get a promotion, unfortunately. All right, research is gonna take 1 day here. We cannot make it to any of the other ones here. Let's go ahead and travel over here, though, to a more centralized area of the system here. This spot is actually closer to 3 of the locations where we can get seeds versus the one that's over there. So let's go to that spot, actually. All right, we can start some new research here. Okay, let's see here. 100% resistance. That's pretty good. Ooh, we could get 2 seeds upon extraction here. Or we could go Codex Toxicus, but we don't have the required seeds for that. We got 2 of the seeds we require, but we're gonna need the Necra seed, the Mortis seed, and the Tentara seed. I was gonna call it the Tentacle seed. It does have tentacle icon, so you can see how I got there, though. Yeah, advanced seed extraction would probably be a good idea. All right, let's go ahead and check out Storm in the armory here. There you are, Storm. All right, let's go check out what armor you have on here.
But it will fortify the spirit of our brothers.
That's not going to reduce his HP at all, but it is going to give him +1 movement speed. That's pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it looks like we have run out of time in today's episode. I thank you all so much for watching. I've really just been amazed with the support on all the series. I mean, even though the Chaos Gate stuff and the Space Marine, the original Space Marine game series is not, they don't get the view numbers. They do get some nice comments and some good likes, you know. Hopefully I can just brighten your day up a little bit. That is the goal of this channel. But anyways, thank you to the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. Thank you guys so much for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there. Hope y'all have a good day. And peace out.